So now I want to think about existing surveillance and look at it in terms of an infrastructure for the creation of art. There is a group of artists in New York formed in 1996 called the Surveillance Camera Players. And their response is specifically to the proliferation of cameras in the city. And it's not that they think that, it's not that they have something to hide, but it's the fact that they don't want to be observed. And the earlier maps from New York City were based on a project of theirs where they map out the surveillance cameras.
My monitor is D1. Tell me what you see.
Act 4. Ask you what you're doing here.
What?
Ask you what you're doing here.
I'm just taping this.
Yeah. What is it? What are you taping? What are you taping?
It's, they're, players.
Do you have a permit to do this?
A permit to do this here?
Yeah, do you?
I need a permit to do this.
What are they doing actually? What are they doing?
Yeah, I think you need a
What are they
A
actually
permit to
doing?
do this? No, you don't.
You don't?
This is public space.
What?
This is public space.
What's that?
You understand?
Where is this? Down the ramp?
Yeah, down there. You see what's going on down the ramp? Oh, yeah.
Can you tell them the cops are coming?
Yeah, but they went the wrong
Everybody
way.
scatter, please. No one loitering. Goes over. Everybody out. Goes over. Everybody stop. Out. There's no business in the station. Out.
We ain't got no permit to do that.
What's happening over there?
Hey, buzz me in.
Right there. So they're working in the middle of a movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
The surveillance camera players.
oh. So what are you saying like something's going on? That could have been real, clunk. That's a joke. So why are you guys doing this?
To show that there's surveillance cameras everywhere you turn.
Yeah, but who doesn't know that?
I know.
It's like a joke.
It is a joke.
Yeah, everybody knows.
I know. That's why they're...
Who could be like stupid there doing it? End of story.
So in the video, what we see is they are playing directly to the surveillance camera. The work is, of course, recorded where the monitoring station is, and the monitoring station, in this case, in the subway system, is in public. I don't know if you heard in there, but later on during the video, the person who's filming is asked, well, what's going on here? He's asked by the police officer. And there's a suggestion that there's the necessity for a permit to be able to do this. The question is then, like, I mean, does this need to be permitted? But in addition to that, I want to ask also, like, who's the audience in this? And you can imagine walking past and seeing this masked figure holding up these signs to this camera and this, like, sort of really low resolution acting that's going on around it, and being interested and being even drawn, have your attention drawn towards the cameras themselves. And I think that that's actually really part of this, is to create an awareness of the cameras and to create an awareness of the surveillance, and to do it in a way that is really accessible and can be documented and presented then and represented. And they said that their point of advocacy is when they talk to the press about what they do and in their website. Another project I wanted to look at is by the Get Out Clause, which is a band in England. And their backstory is that essentially they didn't think that they had enough money to properly shoot a video. But in England, in London in particular, there are more video cameras. There are more surveillance cameras, and they're everywhere. But they've got an interesting system where it's like, if you know that you were recorded, you can request the footage. So what they did was they leveraged this to create this music video.
Nothing clear for a quarter of a century. I can be sensitive, but you'll get no sense from me. And I'm not just writing. This is my life here on this blue paper. As much as I can show you, yeah. Listen hard, 'cause I'm tired of talking. I find it hard to communicate in an honest way. And I'm not just writing. This is my life here on this blue paper. As much as I can show you. You say I am forgiven. I forget what I'm saying. Something about how things come around. I forget what you tell me, but I know what you're saying. Something about how things come around.
Now, I mean, you know, we can comment about the quality of the music or whatnot, or the timeliness of it, but that's not really what this is about. It's interesting to see them sort of moving throughout the city and enacting this sort of performance of this song in all of these different places. It's sort of eye-opening to the sort of ubiquity of the surveillance itself. And you sort of wish that the song had something more to do with the idea of watching or being watched as well. The mechanism is extremely clever, and the video ends up being really beautiful. The last artist that I want to talk about is an artist by the name of John Raffman. And what he's done is he has taken and he's looked at Google Street View. So I don't know if you're familiar with it, but Google Street View, they sent a car with like 9 cameras in it, up and down pretty much every road in the country, every mapped road that they could find. And this cameras took pictures the whole way through. So you can find just about any address and look it up in Street View and see what the street looked like in front of it. And what he's done is he's gone through this and he's looked for art. And he has an understanding of the history of photography, the history of painting, and what like these sort of tropes of art in the past and currently are. And he's looked through these images and he's sort of culled out all of these really sort of beautiful, salient images about what's going on in the place, what's going on with the people, that sort of reflect the aesthetics of famous photographers. And sort of looking through this, there's like this tremendous moment that you realize that just having this kind of snapshot of the world is very powerful. And I guess the final point that I would have in this section is to say that if we're not able to see the surveillance, then we're missing out on the tremendous assets that are being created by it. And we're only getting this sort of panopticon sort of feeling where we're supposed to behave better because we are being watched.